Now that the consolidation, the move by Ethereum from a proof-of-work to a proof-of-stake check technique, which is figured to diminish the world's power use by 0.2%, has occurred, the unavoidable issue is, what will befall the cost of ETH? Temporarily, the news has been awful. On the 13th of September, ETH was exchanging at about $1,710. However, economic situations implied that it slid to $1,610 on the 14th of September, before a post-union lift saw it reach about $1,630. Once more, by the 16th of September, in any case, the cost had dropped and the coin was exchanging at around $1,475. There was more regrettable to come over the course of the end of the week. And on the 21st of September, ETH was worth about $1,330, dropping to generally $1,275 the next morning prior to recuperating to remain at around $1,335 on the 23rd of September. By the 30th of September, it was exchanging at around $1,340. The value drop might well have been affected by news emerging from the U.S. The executive of the U.S. Protections and Trade Commission, Gary Gensler, was accounted for as saying that he naturally suspected the change to the agreement system implied that ETH would be able, possibly, be considered as a security, and consequently become subject to guideline by American specialists. A legal dispute documented by the SEC likewise inferred that it thought about that ETH could fall under its war. Reports for the situation against the crypto merchant Ian Balina said, ETH commitments were approved by hubs on the Ethereum blockchain, which are bunched more thickly in the US than in some other country. Thus, those exchanges occurred in the US. Tragically, there is absolutely no chance of determining what could happen once we continue on from the consolidation. It is conceivable there could yet be errors in the new framework, which could prompt major reputational harm for Ethereum and make its cost crash. Regardless of whether that occur, individuals ought to know that con artists could exploit individuals through plans, for example, airdrop or backing tricks, while the situation with non-fungible tokens on the new rendition of the blockchain could be taken advantage of to deceive individuals out of their cash. Ether dipped under the $2,000 mark back in May 2022 as the breakdown of Land's Luna and US coins spread negative opinion all through advanced cash markets. While the coin has recuperated since the lows of the mid-year, it is as yet exchanging at short of what it was before the accident. This market development came despite information from Ultrasound Cash proposing that the issuance rate had dropped impressively since the consolidation. The inability to get back to past highs may be viewed as stressing after the Ethereum blockchain went through the converge on the 15th of September 2022. What could happen following the consolidation? Anyway, what could happen now the union has occurred? Nobody knows without a doubt. However, we will presently take a gander at certain conceivable outcomes, and furthermore investigate the drawn-out guess for ETH as we look at a portion of the drawn-out Ethereum cost expectations that were being made starting around the 30th of September 2022. While the union was anxiously expected by numerous designers and holders, that was not really the situation with regards to ETH diggers. These individuals were set to miss out on a fair cut of their pay, so some of them collaborated to make a proof-of-work rendition of Ether called Ethereum POW. On the 12th of September, ETHW Center, the gathering behind the recommendations, said that its mainnet would go live in something like 24 hours of the consolidation. This was affirmed not long after the union occurred, with ETHW Center having posted a rundown of mining pools not some time before. Sometime thereafter, the mainnet went live and, on the 16th of September, the new form of the coin was worth about $14.25 as per CoinMarketCap. Throughout the following couple of days, however, evaluating firm BlockSec said that the new crypto had succumbed to a supposed replay assault. This made the cost drop and, by the 20th of September, it was worth about $6.90 and by the 22nd of September it was down to around $5.85 before it made a big deal about a recuperation to around $6.20 on the 23rd of September and hitting a high of $13.78 on the 24th of September. By the 26th of September, however, the cost had dropped down to around $10.20, be that as it may. By the 30th of September, it was back up to around $12.40. We don't yet have the foggiest idea what could occur with the ETHW coin, yet it will merit watching out for. Presently, Ethereum has moved to its new agreement component. There is the gamble that it could turn out to be simply one more verification of stake blockchain, while its fundamental opponents in that field, for example, the blockchains Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, Torrential Slide, Tron and Tezos, have seen their coins' costs drop throughout recent months. We should monitor their presentation throughout the next few months on the off chance that they experience a post-consolidation hell. What is the consolidation? Ethereum had been utilizing the verification of work agreement component since it turned out in 2015. Be that as it may, there are worries with POW as a method for adding blocks to the blockchain. both as far as speed and the expense of mining new coins. For example, Ethereum is related with various decentralized applications and other blockchain-based environments, and the manner by which confirmation of work works implies that the framework dials back as an ever-increasing number of individuals use it. Moreover, there are worries about the ecological effect of verification of work, with PCs being utilized to break progressively complex numerical conditions. There is a concern that how much energy utilized in mining digital money is terrible for our planet. What verification of stake does isn't just eliminate those energy-serious PCs from the cycle, yet in addition make exchanges speedier, hypothetically, which thus implies that they are less expensive. All work has been in progress to divert the Ethereum blockchain from POW to POS for quite a while. The last change to evidence of stake occurred on the 15th of September. This switch is known as a hard fork. In essential terms, this implied that the blockchain was moved up to make all beforehand invalid exchanges substantial as well as the other way around. The pre-fork rendition of the chain actually exists, which could loan confidence to the ETHW proposition. As we have said, the change to POS could, from a certain point of view, make working on Ethereum smoother and faster as well as more harmless to the ecosystem. On the 17th of May 2022, Ethereum Prime supporter Vitalik Buterin defined in a Twitter string a portion of the logical inconsistencies in his vision for how the organization ought to foster over the long haul. He discussed my craving to see Ethereum become a more Bitcoin-like framework, underscoring long-haul strength and security, including socially, and my acknowledgement that arriving requires a considerable amount of dynamic facilitated momentary change. Ethereum cost forecasts 2030 to 2050 allow us now to investigate a portion of the more drawn-out term Ether cost expectations that were being made starting around the 30th of September 2022. It is critical to remember that cost estimates, particularly for something as possibly unstable as digital currency, are frequently off base. Likewise, to the extent that long-haul crypto cost expectations go, and an Ethereum cost forecast for 2030 is really long-haul, they are in many cases made utilizing a calculation, and that implies that their assumptions can change whenever. Looking forward to the furthest limit of the 10 years, anticipated that the Ethereum cost in 2030 could reach $18,573.81 in light of authentic information. The ETH cost expectation recommended the coin could exchange at $4,976 toward the finish of 2030. Toward the finish of 2034, it figured Ether could exchange at $6,715, putting it on target for additional increases by 2035. Kept a profoundly bullish long-haul Ethereum conjecture, assessing that ETH could average $1,548.69 in 2022, $2,339.64 in 2023, and $3,399.26 in 2025. In view of its man-made brainpower helped specialized examination, the site's Ethereum cost expectation for 2030 recommended the cost could take off to $30,465.80